right. All right. What's up, family? Welcome to a new episode of the Tariq Elite Radio Show. Tariq live right here on Ustream. Glad to have everybody in the room chilling with me. It's a Memorial Day weekend. Shout out to everybody getting their Memorial Day weekend festivities popping. Let me see what's going on in this here chat room, family. We're in here live. We're in here heavy. Okay, there's a long delay. I'm still looking at the video plan. Let me see who's all in the room. We are packed in the room right now. Let me allow links. Just getting the chat room together. All right, so how's everybody's Sunday? I hope everybody had a great Sunday. Hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. Yeah, I got my Bob Marley shirt. Shout out to Brother Bob Marley. And we're making it do what it do. A lot of stuff we got to talk about tonight. Who's in after that? What y'all talking about back in the chat? Hey, Uncle, what y'all talking about in the chat room? What's up, Miss Braxton? I see you. All right. LeBron, we'll talk about LeBron. We're gonna talk about everything that's happening in Cleveland. You was at the protest in Cleveland. What's up? The 30357 theory. Well, let's talk about everything that's happening right now. There was a verdict that came out yesterday. Of Officer Brelo. That's his name, Officer Brelo. He was one of the cops who shot two innocent drivers. People were driving, two black people. They shot them like over 130 times, 147 times. I mean, they just riddled these unarmed, innocent black people with bullets in Cleveland. They had the trial, and the verdict came in yesterday. It was not guilty. So we want to talk about that. Is the game on now, the Cleveland? Because a lot of people are talking about LeBron James trying to put him on the coon train, but you got to understand this. What's LeBron going to really say? LeBron didn't really give a statement. It's somebody who made a statement for LeBron. And the black folks, I want y'all to understand this. Hold on. Okay. Let me ban this coon. All right. I already banned the coon. Uncle Crispy, who was in the room, I already banned him. We live in a system of white supremacy. Let me just put that out there on rip. We know that. We live in a system of white supremacy. And when we see verdicts like we saw yesterday, a blatant miscarriage of justice. I mean, it's getting to the point where they're not even trying to disguise their American Nazi, because that's what it is. We're living in an American Nazi regime right now. We're living in an American Nazi regime right now. Now, black folks can sit around and play games with it. Black folks can jump on the coon train with it. But it is what it is. And you can be peaceful about people murdering you indiscriminately, or you can stand up for yourself and try to do something about it. Well, what's up? You say, what should we do? Well, the thing is, what do you want to do? Do you want to do something about it? That's the real question. My question is not what should we do. There's a lot of things. I've laid out so many different strategies on what to do. But let's be honest. With all of these murders that's going on of black people, and it's just getting, the race soldiers are just getting blatant. When they shoot you 137 times and a judge can walk in the courtroom and say not guilty, what other message do you need? We got so much cooning going on. The coon train is running off the track. You dig? There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about tonight. Like I said, we need a code of conduct. We need to build this is why I'm going on the code of conduct tour, so I can really get deep into what we need to do. I was talking about having a code of conduct on Twitter and Facebook, and then, like clockwork, you had people talking about, yeah, we need to learn Moorish law and nationalize and get our Moorish rights. Now, it's time to get real. Anybody who starts talking that Moorish law stuff to you, they're wasting your time and they're really full of shit. When people start talking about learning Moorish law, all they're doing is basically trying to intellectually tell you they don't know what to do. Let me be very straight up and down. Knowing Moorish law is not going to stop them cops from standing over a hood unloading 137 bullets on you. Anytime, I'm going to say it again, anytime somebody starts talking about Moorish law, because now I notice that when people do that, a lot of times these people are low-key trolling and y'all don't know it. Exactly. Noble Drew Ali was murdered by law enforcement. Moorish law doesn't work. I've had a couple of people, and there's some people who really seriously buy into that because they don't know, because it's a lot of smart dumb niggas who talk that and it sounds deeper than what it is. And I always tell people, okay, if we learn Moorish law, what do we do then? And then they're stuck. We need to learn Moorish law is a time-wasting deflection argument. What it is, it's like the argument is, it goes back to Noble Drew Ali, we don't have any rights because we're not a nationality. The reason why we're not getting the certain rights we supposed to get is because black is not a nationality, which I agree with that, but having a nationality, that's not going to stop the white supremacists. That's not going to stop the white supremacists. The Aboriginals of Australia, they have a nationality, they even have a flag. And the white supremacists, they still stomp them out. You dealing with white supremacy. All of these little paper laws that y'all think that y'all can throw on them, it don't work like that. I'm going to sign a piece of paper and stop the white supremacists, they violated damn near every treaty. They don't give a shit about no treaty. Come on, man, let's just be real. Now, I do believe that we shouldn't just call ourselves black. We should have a global international name. That's why I use the term melanoid. I use the term melanoid for that specific purpose. Because what happens is that so many people who are of African descent, but they're in the Caribbean, they're in South America, Central America, who are jet black, they have the illusion of having a nationality, but they're still under the oppression of white supremacy. So I just use the term melanoid, which is a self-naming, all-encompassing term, which we rally around and then act as a majority and move as a majority and handle business as a majority. That's why I use that. Not to just go to the court and say, hey, we're melanoid people, give us certain rights. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to have the numbers to back up anything you ask for. They don't give a shit about your treaties. There's treaties now. The Treaty of 1866, where black people are supposed to get stuff. There are treaties right now that says that black people are supposed to get certain benefits because they were connected with Native American tribes. The white supremacists don't give a shit about that. They act like that treaty don't exist. There's a treaty right now that black folks don't even, they don't allow you to talk about it. It's not nationally. I'm talking about the Cleveland thing now. That's why we are a melanoid nation. That's why we are a melanoid nation. That's all encompassing right there. That's an all encompassing term. Self-name, self-determination. And as a melanoid community, we work together with a code of melanoid conduct and go for melanoid power. Melanoid empowerment. But watch out when people start talking that we need to learn Moorish law, because they can never point to a case where it's actually working. There's a gang of people who are classified as Moorish Science Temple members in prison. Now, there's a lot of people who are on the Moorish Science Temple thing who are in prison right now. So if you're not supposed to be affected by these laws, why are these dudes in prison? The nice one, am I going to have to ban you because people are saying you're in here trolling? So the thing is, man, people keep looking for these quick fixes, and it's time to get off your ass, and it's time to get that code of conduct going. It's time to get that code of conduct going. Yeah, and all of the people who are co-signing Barack Obama at this point, you should just stop. And that's another thing. Black people don't want to just come to the realization that Barack Obama, he ditched us. Barack Obama's not going to do anything for us. The Barack Obama election was a symbolic election. Let's just look at it for what it is. Byron Allen, man, they had Byron Allen on TMZ. And Byron Allen spit some real shit. I give props to Byron Allen. I'm a big fan of Byron Allen. I like Byron Allen's hustle. Byron Allen stacks his money. Yeah, I saw what Byron Allen said. Okay, nice one. Hold on. Okay, I gotta ban you, dude. Nice one. You're just getting real annoying, man. So I just went on and banned you. Yeah, even Malik Shabazz said the Moorish science stuff, nobody can point to any case studies where it's actually working. But like I said about Byron Allen, he spit some real ass talk. Byron Allen was like, hey man, Barack Obama, he let everybody down, man. He's calling black youths thugs. That was the straw that broke the camel's back, really. When he got on TV, when all the black folks are getting slaughtered by race soldiers like it's Nazi Germany. We're getting slaughtered by race soldiers on a regularly, and they're slaughtering us with impunity. And instead of the president doing anything or saying anything against that, he gets on television and starts calling black folks thugs. That just shows you everything you needed to know. We might as well have elected Jesse Lee Peterson. And Byron Allen said basically, we got a white president with a black face. He wrapped it up real nicely. No, they can't hate on Byron Allen. I feel Byron Allen 100%. I'm not going to say he's the worst president in history. I'm not going to say that. But he's just no different from the others. He's just no different from the others. But what makes him, he was worse to black people. I don't know why. In the dominant white society, he's the best thing you ever had. He's protected white supremacists like no other president. Barack Obama has protected white supremacists more than any other president ever in history. Barack Obama has protected white supremacists more than any other president. Because he's literally allowing black folks to get lynched again. At least when black folks would get lynched and there were race riots, the government would eventually send in some troops to protect black people in the aftermath. Barack don't even do that. Barack act like this shit don't even happen. Barack Obama act like black folks aren't even getting slaughtered out here like that. He act like the shit ain't even happening. When you get on television and not only call black folks thugs and sign a bill to protect cops, dude, we got Jesse Lee Peterson in the White House, man. So any black person, black folks don't want to let go of shit. We still want to hold on to this. Hey, at least we got a black president. We got a black president who's maintaining white supremacy. That don't mean nothing. So Byron Allen spits some real talk. And you know, they can, black folks got to stop being so easily pacified, because what happens is that, you know, they sent Michelle Obama to speak down in Tuskegee somewhere, and she gave her sister girl speech like, oh yeah, you know, I used to have it rough. You know, I can identify with having it rough. Okay, well damn, if we all got it rough, then how come y'all ain't doing shit about it? How come y'all acting powerless to do anything about it? And Byron Allen said it best. He said, it's okay to be a black person. Byron Allen said it best. It's okay to be a black person. But we live in a system of white supremacy. That cop that got off, Brelo up in Cleveland. Shout out to the brothers and sisters in Cleveland. Now, what are they going to do with the Tamir Rice case? What are they doing with that? We live in a system of white supremacy. There's black folks, I don't know, black folks don't want to accept that. When you talk like that, that scares black folks. That's a tough pill that black folks don't want to swallow. And until you swallow that pill, black people, shit is going to keep on happening to us. Until we understand and wake up in the morning and say, we are living in a system called white supremacy, and we should figure out what to do about the system of white supremacy. Black folks don't want to do that because the white supremacists don't co-sign that, and black people don't want to do anything that's not co-signed by the white supremacists. Unfortunately, black people, the white supremacists are not going to acknowledge that. They're going to dance around that. They're going to dance around that. I hurt my hand. People looking at my hand. Y'all saw my scooter I got. I got a scooter. It has different names. It's called one brand is called the Fatty Duck. One brand is called the iHawk. So I got these new scooters that they have no handle on. They're almost like skateboards. They're almost like electric skateboards. So I got mine. Y'all saw I got it. I posted it up on my Instagram. Everybody, if you're not following me, follow me on Instagram at Tariq Elite. Tariq Elite. Nigga. Y'all, I've mastered it so far. But on my first day, I bust my ass on that damn scooter. I bust my ass. I was in the street in front of my house. And them shits go real fast. They can go over 12 miles an hour. So these things go real fast. Nigga, I bust my ass on that thing and scrape my hand up. Yeah, I skimmed myself up a little bit, but I got up like a boss, though. Nigga, I be on that thing. That's my new tour. I be dancing my ass off on that shit. My wife be telling me to bring my ass to bed. I be up in the middle of the night dancing in my living room with that mother. I love that thing, man. I got my own skating rink up in my house, man. Them shits are so fun. I was gangster boogieing all up in here, dude. For real. All right, Authentic. Yeah, I got a band. You in here talking stupid. They're around $1,000. Yeah, they run around $1,000. Hey, 12 miles per hour is pretty fast. On some shit with no handlebars. 12 miles an hour is fast when you own something that ain't got no handlebars. You dig? Oh, my neighbors probably called the cops on me. I don't trust the white supremacists or suspected white supremacists. I was outside. That's why I'm careful. And I understand I'm in the system of white supremacy. And black folks got to understand this. A lot of times, black folks, you know, when you go places, white supremacists, they call the cops on you all the time. The white supremacists, they call cops on you all the time. Black folks don't even realize it. All right, what's up? Who's calling? Hello?
Hello?
What's up, man? Who's this?
It's Tariq.
Man, what's up, man? Who's this? This is Tariq.
What's going on, man? It's Rod out of Little Rock.
Rod out of Little Rock. What's on your mind?
Man, I just wanted to ask a quick question, man. Why do black folks always want a discount from other black folks, but they never ask white folks for a discount?
Yeah, black folks like to. That's another very bad habit that we have. And there was a scene in the movie 40. Okay, I'll just answer your question. That noise is killing me, brother. All right. I'm going to answer my man's question, but the noise in the back, I can't do that. But there was a scene in the movie 40-Year-Old Virgin where Romney's character was working at a store, and then Kevin Hart's character came in and he wanted a discount. Like, hey, man, come on, be my nigga, man. Give me the discount. And that just shows how we get down with each other. It's like we try to tax each other. And that's really a low-level hating type of thing we do with each other. You dig? That's a low-key, backhanded way to hate on another brother or sister who's doing something, to use as an excuse to shit on them. Because now, if they don't give you the discount, you can come up with an excuse to justify not doing business with them. You understand? We got to get off that. We got to get off that. Heisenberg, don't ask me that again. If you ask me that again, I'm going to block you. Yeah, we got this whole taxing other black business people. We come up with ways to hate on them. We come up with ways to think of ways to not patronize their business. No, they don't. No, they don't. Golden Road, no, they don't. No, they don't. They go in and they pay what they owe. They go in and they pay what they're supposed to pay. They don't come up with ways to not do business with them. No, they don't. We actually look for reasons to not help each other. Unfortunately, and you know this is true, we do that. We look up ways to not help each other out. And that's a slave mentality that we got to let go. No, they don't, dude. I'm telling you. This is why other businesses do well. They don't do well by giving a bunch of hookups. People pay what they're supposed to pay and they keep it pushing. In some cases, people give hookups. But they look out for each other. And they pay what they're supposed to pay. If everybody was getting a hookup, they wouldn't make the kind of money they would make. Let's just be real. If they were hooking people up, they wouldn't make the money they would make. Their hookup is supporting each other. That's the hookup. I'm taking my business to you. See, black folks got that shit where everybody else be doing it. No, we got real big misconceptions. You didn't witness shit. You witnessed what they wanted you to witness. You didn't witness nothing from them. They hook each other up with their business. And they hire each other. See, we run in there. And see, the thing is, if the Arab person says, okay, I'm not going to give you a discount, they'll still get business. What's going to happen if they don't give the hookup? Arabs are not going to say, well, fuck this. I ain't going to your business no more. I'm going to go to these one. They ain't going to say no stupid shit like that, bro. So what your narrative is very false, bro. they're not going to disassociate with them. Yeah, it's that I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine. Yeah. But yeah, we got this thing where if somebody don't do what we want them to do, it's basically jump through hoops. Oh man, you ain't keeping it real. I ain't coming here no more. That's that slave mentality. It's like, we don't want to see you do good anyway. I want you to be right here on the bottom with me. That crab in the barrel shit. All right, Golden, there you go. Then you know more than us, then, brother. All right, well, the Arabs are hooking each other up. Then there you go. Well, you right and we wrong, brother. So they done made all that money hooking each other up. Because I done seen shit too. Where all this shit where Asian people and all that, they ain't giving nobody to hook up. They make you pay what you owe. Dude, I'm telling you what I've seen. Just because you done been in Detroit, dude, I done been all over the place, and it's like in certain Asian